Our small actions can have big impact, like a ripple effect. Small-scale fishing and aquaculture can bring food to one family and provides healthy nutrition to millions more. It brings value to all. Small-scale fishers and fish farmers also know what it means to preserve the balance in our ecosystem. But our livelihoods are at risk. Now more than ever, we need to be resilient, include us in decisions that affect us, and we will adapt and innovate with the changing tide. We may be small in scale, but our way of life will keep on making a difference. Our small actions can have big impact, like a ripple effect. Small-scale fishing and aquaculture can bring food to one family and provides healthy nutrition to millions more. It brings value to all. Small-scale fishers and fish farmers also know what it means to preserve the balance in our ecosystem. But our livelihoods are at risk. Now more than ever, we need to be resilient, include us in decisions that affect us, and we will adapt and innovate with the changing tide. We may be small in scale, but our way of life will keep on making a difference and spread like ripples in the water.
Okay, good. No.
Our small actions can have big impact, like a ripple effect. Small-scale fishing and aquaculture can bring food to one family and provides healthy nutrition to millions more. It brings value to all. Small-scale fishers and fish farmers also know what it means to preserve the balance in our ecosystem. But our livelihoods are at risk. Now more than ever, we need to be resilient, include us in decisions that affect us, and we will adapt and innovate with the changing tide. We may be small in scale, but our way of life will keep on making a difference and spread like ripples in the water. Our small actions can have big impact, like a ripple effect. Small-scale fishing and aquaculture can bring food to one family and provides healthy nutrition to millions more. It brings value to all. Small-scale fishers and fish farmers also know what it means to preserve the balance in our ecosystem. But our livelihoods are at risk. Now more than ever, we need to be resilient, include us in decisions that affect us, and we will adapt and innovate with the changing tide. We may be small in scale, but our way of life will keep on making a difference and spread like ripples in the water. Our small actions can have big impact, like a ripple effect. Small-scale fishing and aquaculture can bring food to one family and provides healthy nutrition to millions more. It brings value to all. Small-scale fishers and fish farmers also know what it means to preserve the balance in our ecosystem. But our livelihoods are at risk. Now more than ever, we need to be resilient, include us in decisions that affect us, and we will adapt and innovate with the changing tide. We may be small in scale, but our way of life will keep on making a difference and spread like ripples in the water. Our small actions can have big impact, like a ripple effect. Small-scale fishing and aquaculture can bring food to one family and provides healthy nutrition to millions more. It brings value to all. Small-scale fishers and fish farmers also know what it means to preserve the balance in our ecosystem. But our livelihoods are at risk. Now more than ever, we need to be resilient, include us in decisions that affect us, and we will adapt and innovate with the changing tide. We may be small in scale, but our way of life will keep on making a difference and spread like ripples in the water. Our small actions can have big impact, like a ripple effect. Small-scale fishing and aquaculture can bring food to one family and provides healthy nutrition to millions more. It brings value to all. Small-scale fishers and fish farmers also know what it means to preserve the balance in our ecosystem. But our livelihoods are at risk. Now more than ever, we need to be resilient, include us in decisions that affect us, and we will adapt and innovate with the changing tide. We may be small in scale, but our way of life will keep on making a difference and spread like ripples in the water. Our small actions can have big impact, like a ripple effect. Small-scale fishing and aquaculture can bring food to one family and provides healthy nutrition to millions more. It brings value to all. Small-scale fishers and fish farmers also know what it means to preserve the balance in our ecosystem. But our livelihoods are at risk. Now more than ever, we need to be resilient, include us in decisions that affect us, and we will adapt and innovate with the changing tide. We may be small in scale, but our way of life will keep on making a difference and spread like ripples in the water. Our small actions can have big impact, like a ripple effect. Small-scale fishing and aquaculture can bring food to one family and provides healthy nutrition to millions more. It brings value to all. Small-scale fishers and fish farmers also know what it means to preserve the balance in our ecosystem. But our livelihoods are at risk. Now more than ever, we need to be resilient, include us in decisions that affect us, and we will adapt and innovate with the changing tide. We may be small in scale, but our way of life will keep on making a difference and spread like ripples in the water. Our small actions can have big impact, like a ripple effect. Small-scale fishing and aquaculture can bring food to one family and provides healthy nutrition to millions more. it brings value to all. Small-scale fishers and fish farmers also know what it means to preserve the balance in our ecosystem. But our livelihoods are at risk. Now more than ever, we need to be resilient, include us in decisions that affect us, and we will adapt and innovate with the changing tide. We may be small in scale, but our way of life will keep on making a difference and spread like ripples in the water.
Hello. Welcome to the National Fisheries Authority's cottage in the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries village here at Denbigh. You know, Denbigh is the foremost agricultural show in the English-speaking Caribbean. And its return after COVID, where it was hibernating for 2 years, is really tremendous. So we're glad to have it back. We are here today at the National Fisheries Authority's cottage, as I've said. And in the course of the next couple of hours, we're going to be talking to you about tilapia primarily and all the other things that the Fisheries Authority is doing. With me today is our CEO, my boss, Dr. Gavin Bellamy.
Good morning.
Good morning, Dr. Bellamy. Dr. Bellamy knows that the minister has announced the Grow Smart, Eat Smart campaign, and I want to ask him how he sees tilapia fitting in with that.
Well, good morning, and thank you for that question. First of all, the Grow Smart, Eat Smart campaign is a continuation of Eat What You Grow campaign. So the National Fisheries Authority has been promoting the production of tilapia in Jamaica and the marketing of tilapia. Now, tilapia is done on a pond-based system. So this will help the Grow Smart, Eat Smart by us improving the methodology where we grow tilapia, increasing the productivity of tilapia in Jamaica to minimize, first of all, the imports of fish. Jamaica imports approximately 3 times more than what they produce. So we are trying to change the balance, produce more locally, import less. Also, Grow Smart, Eat Smart is to use what we know, what we've been doing, but improve upon it. Increase the productivity per area, increase the availability of local food stock for our nation, for food security and the nutritional security of our nation.
Wonderful, wonderful. So in doing all that you said, improving the methodology and so on, how is the National Fisheries Authority doing that?
Well, for one, we are promoting the tilapia production. We are promoting the marketing of tilapia, that persons who had some preconceived ideas that tilapia wasn't tasty, wasn't nutritious, that will be moved away. When they taste it, when they see how it's produced, they'll realize that it's a real fish, a tasty fish, something that is nutritious. That's the first thing. We also have to increase the availability of seedlings, what they call fry. So the National Fisheries Authority is increasing our fry production to allow for farmers to have the seed stock to produce. We also give technical services. When someone comes into the industry, we'll come and help you with your business plan. We'll help you with the planning of your farm. We'll help you with the construction of your ponds to make sure that you do it right, do it accurately, and do it the scientific way. So you maximize on your profit and maximize on your yield on your farms.
Good. So tilapia production then is a viable business?
It is a very viable business. None of the farmers that I've interacted with have ever complained that they have a problem or an issue selling their products. To be exact, the only issue they have, they don't have enough to fulfill the market demand. So there is scarce a lot of space for other people to come into the business and to grow the business.
Okay, wonderful. So is the government, it presupposes that people have their own land, or does the government have some ability to
There's
give
land available for lease, there's land available for sale, and persons who have lands with the appropriate soil type can come in. The National Fisheries Authority will evaluate your land and tell you if it's ideal or how best to use your land to improve your fish production.
Okay, okay. So although tilapia is a core of our broadcast today, what else is the Fisheries Authority doing to improve and to live up to Grow Smart, Eat Smart?
Well, the other things that we're doing, we have a mariculture branch out at Bowden, St. Thomas, where we do oyster production, we do sea moss production, Irish moss. So there we can assist persons who would like to farm Irish moss, not to go and reap from the wild, but get cuttings from our stock and seed their farms and start their production. We also, on our marine side, we're encouraging the pelagic fisheries, that is deep water fishing, by using fish aggregating devices and cooperating with the fishermen to reduce the pressure on our reef fish. Also, to help to develop the reef fish population, increase the reef population, we support the fish sanctuaries around the island. So we have 18 fish sanctuaries, which the National Fisheries Authority works with the managers of these sanctuaries to help to give the fish, the reef fish, a safe area to reproduce, grow, and then repopulate the sea. So basically we're doing many things all at once, but to increase and help for a sustainable fishery industry.
Okay, so the Fisheries Authority is all about managing and sustaining.
Managing, developing a sustainable fishery industry for all of Jamaica.
Oh, wonderful. That's really great. So here you are at Denbigh, all 3 days of it, I hear. You're going to be here.
Yes, I will be.
What are some of the things that the Fisheries Authority has going on here at Denbigh?
Well, first of all, my favorite spot at Denbigh over the years, before I even joined the National Fisheries Authority, is the oyster bar, where you can get oysters, you can get oyster punch, and it's really oyster punch, developed by the National Fisheries Authority. It's our formulation, it's our product, it's a beautiful product. Every year I come, and I think I'm the #1 customer prior being a member of the National Fisheries Authority. We'll also be serving tilapia in any form you want. So we'll be serving lunch here at a reasonable price. And tomorrow, on the 31st, we'll be having a discounted price for tilapia. So please come, have lunch with us. Come and interact, walk through our booth, see our ornamental fish. To my right, you have a display of tilapia, you have koi, you have other ornamental fish. It's a beautiful display. We are showing off the safety at sea equipment that is used for pelagic fisheries, where you show the equipment, and these posters that we have around here tells our story, and the staff is here to interact, to answer all questions and educate persons interested.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Dr. Bellamy. Let me not keep you from your oyster punch. I will have to try that one myself.
I'll be first in line today.
All right.
It's about time.
All right. Dr. Gavin Bellamy, Chief Executive Officer of the National Fisheries Authority. Thank you very much, sir.
And thank you very much.
All right.
Have a good day.
Okay, so you've heard from Dr. Bellamy all the things happening here in the Fisheries Authority's booth. And we have some other people to talk to. Here is a visitor to our booth who has agreed to talk to us. And as she makes her way over, we want people to come down to Denbigh, come and visit our booth. Come, do sit. Tell us your name. What's your name?
Hi, my name is Sandy K. Green.
Sandy K. What an interesting name. Sandy K., thank you for visiting the National Fisheries Authority's booth. Is this your first time to Denbigh?
Yes.
Whoops, and you came here? Oh my goodness. Yes. Sandy, I told you that this broadcast is primarily about tilapia.
Yeah.
And so I asked you if you've had tilapia before. Have you had tilapia before?
Yes.
Oh, yes, she has. That's wonderful. So I'm off to a good start. Would you recommend other people to eat tilapia?
Yes.
You would? Cool. So tell me now, have you ever heard about this Grow Smart, Eat Smart campaign?
No.
Not really, eh?
Unfortunately.
All right, well, let me be the first to tell you. Grow Smart, Eat Smart is the minister's strategic response to agriculture in Jamaica. Because, you know, we've had COVID, so the farmers took a beating, fisheries took a beating particularly. Then we have war in Europe with Ukraine and Russia. So all of the feed and all the things that need to come, confusion all around.
Yeah.
So one of the responses to all of those trials is that we need here in Jamaica to grow our things, do what we're doing better.
Yeah.
So grow smart
Right.
and eat what we grow, eat smart. So now, do you think that tilapia is a way that we can work with that program and keep it going? How you feel?
Yes, I believe so. I
You
believe
think-
so. Yeah.
You think you would ever get into tilapia farming?
I'm not sure. I'm not really a farmer, but
All right. But you've been to our booth, you've seen our booth. Tell us what you think about what the Fisheries Authority is doing based on what you've seen here.
I believe it's smart. It's good, as you say. Grow smart, eat smart.
Okay.
Because I mean, if you can grow your own food, that means less importing.
Absolutely.
Right? Less
Right.
importing. So
Right.
I believe it's a good idea.
And do you eat a lot of fish, tilapia or whatever?
Fairly.
Fairly?
Fairly.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So you'd be interested in a way to keep tilapia
Yeah.
produced and constantly available.
Right.
So tell me something. How good of a cook are you? You cook?
Yes.
I have to ask that. You cook. I'm not a cook.
Yes.
So, do you have a favorite way of cooking fish? And cooking tilapia?
I do like steamed fish. I do like steamed fish because I like to taste, you know, the sauce, the gravy with the bami and the crackers.
Okay. And the cracker.
Right.
Don't forget the
There has to be
crackers.
crackers in it.
Okay.
There has to be okra in it as well.
And the okra. Oh my
Yes.
lord. Yes. Okay.
But I also do like fry fish. Yeah. I notice on your displays there are information regarding tilapia, different ways you can prepare it. I see it can be
Yes.
filleted.
Yes.
I've never had it filleted, but I think I might
Yeah,
try that.
That's right. And if you go over and look on our display over there, there's a whole heap of different kinds of tilapia.
Yes.
Did you know that?
No, I didn't know
Well,
that.
So make sure you go over there, go look, and see all of the different
Yeah, I
types of
definitely know
tilapia.
that.
And you know that we had them in the tank there, right?
Yes,
that's
yeah, I
live.
saw that as well.
That's live tilapia. Saying all that to say, people in TV land, you need to all come down to Denbigh so that you can see what a tilapia looks like in its pond environment, that you can come and taste what it tastes like in all the various ways that it is prepared, and you can see our presentations here in the National Fisheries Authority booth. So are you going to spend all day with us in Denbigh?
I'm open to.
You're open.
Yes,
to.
I'm
All
open
right.
to.
Thank you very much, Sandy. It
You're
was
welcome.
a pleasure talking to you.
All right. Thank
All
you.
right then. Okay, so we've heard from the CEO, we've heard from a visitor to the booth, and so I also just want to add now that in my inviting you to come down to the booth here at Denbigh, we want to show you all of the different varieties of tilapia that are grown right here in Jamaica. We want to tell you about how it's grown. Later on, I'll talk to somebody in the technical area of the National Fisheries Authority, one of those persons who advise and guide the farmers. So he's going to come and talk to us. And then I'm going to talk later on again with some of the people who actually go out to the ponds and talk to the farmers again about what they're doing and to make sure they do it correctly. So don't go away. Stay with us. I'll be right back.
Our small actions can have big impact, like a ripple effect. Small-scale fishing and aquaculture can bring food to one family and provides healthy nutrition to millions more. It brings value to all. Small-scale fishers and fish farmers also know what it means to preserve the balance in our ecosystem. But our livelihoods are at risk. Now more than ever, we need to be resilient, include us in decisions that affect us, and we will adapt and innovate with the changing tide. We may be small in scale, but our way of life will keep on making a difference and spread like ripples in the water. Our small actions can have big impact, like a ripple effect. Small-scale fishing and aquaculture.
It's an easy one. Hello, good morning. How you doing? All right, good. All right. I'm going to help you to get the answer. Is that all right? Good. Are you from Jamaica?
Yes, I am.
Which parish of Jamaica?
St. Elizabeth.
Say, well, you're the far. You're the far. Okay, good. Now, tell me two parishes that are on the east side of Jamaica. It's a key component for moving the country towards a more sustainable food system. It is aimed at producing more with the same or less resources using innovation and technology. Don't Smart Eat Smart Bills are the ministry's existing structures, initiatives and policies under the Grow What You Eat What You Grow campaign. Question. Easy. Name one botanical garden and one scenic avenue that is managed by the Public Gardens Division. That is. Go and do your research. Who on the premises right now in Denbigh can tell me one botanical garden and one scenic avenue that is managed by the Public Gardens Division? Who can tell? We have a few botanical. Nice and okay. See a young lady coming now. Good morning. How are you doing?
Oak Garden and Emancipation Park.
Oak Garden and Emancipation Park. Oak Garden and Emancipation. No, Oak Garden is not a botanical. You're coming here too long and I know you walk with bag and things. Your thing up. Alright? Good. One more question quickly. One more question. Which public botanical garden was the first to be established. It's an easy one. Hello, good morning. How are you doing? All right, good. All right. I'm going to help you to get the answer. Is that all right? Good. Are you from Jamaica?
Yes, I am.
Which parish of Jamaica?
St. Elizabeth.
Say, oh, you're the far. You're the far. Okay, good. Now, tell me two parishes that are on the east side of Jamaica. Is a key component for moving the country towards a more sustainable food system. It is aimed at producing more with the same or less resources using innovation and technology. Those smart, eat smart bills are the ministry's existing structures, initiatives, and policies under the Grow What You question. Easy. Name one botanical garden and one scenic avenue that is managed by the Public Gardens Division. That is.
Welcome back. So we're here with you in the National Fisheries Authority's cottage in the Ministry of Agriculture's village here at Denbigh 22. You know, Denbigh had to take a 2-year hiatus because of COVID. So it is back with a big bang. We are here in the NFA, National Fisheries Authority's cottage, and we are focusing just now on tilapia. With me today is my good friend Leanne.
Hi
Tell us your name.
My name is Leanne Morris Bennett.
Good. Tell me what you do at National Fisheries Authority.
So at National Fisheries Authority, I am known as an aquaculture extension officer.
Good. What that do?
So basically my job is to go around the island and talk to farmers, engage with them, generally give them information about their ponds, tell them
These are all tilapia farmers.
These are all tilapia farmers.
Ooh, okay.
So you go around and you tell them information about their pond, you could try and sample, and sampling is basically just checking the fish weight and then adjusting their feed in order for them to be able to grow to 6 months when the fish is ready. So
So when you say adjust the feed, what that means?
so it's pretty much changing the quantity of feed that they would use on a bi-weekly basis.
So you don't want them to be like me who overfeed the fish and kill them?
No.
There's
You want
a
them.
specific...
There's a specific way in which they feed the fish. So you want to ensure that when they do this, the fish are able to get the correct weight, they are able to maintain their water quality, and of course, in the end, they will have quality fish to sell to persons who need it. And anyone in the island can get fish.
Yeah, how long does it take from baby, or whatever you call it,
Right,
to
advanced
be
fry.
able to be sold?
All right, so normally fish, tilapia in particular, takes an average of 6 months to be ready. So they are at the stage of advanced fry, and for the general public, I'll just use my finger if you can see it. It's about the size of the first digit on my small finger, and over the course of 6 months, they will grow to about ½ pound size, depending on how much they stock, which is how much they put in their pond.
So let me ask you now. You know, Jamaican people don't like old fish, and by
Yes.
that they mean the fish from the ocean, which if they buy it from a place that have it in freezer for how long, when
Right.
you're ready to cook it, it stand up in it.
Yeah.
Does it matter? Suppose your tilapia stays in the pond past 6 months.
Okay. Well, to be honest, as extension officers, it is my duty to actually encourage the persons to reap their crop at 6 months, because
Okay.
after 6 months, then you'll be only just focusing on just feeding them, and you don't
You're
want
wasting
to
money.
waste your money and all of that. You
I
want to
got
make
you.
sure you get your crop at
Okay,
6 months.
At 6 months.
Right.
I got you. So Leanne, you are guiding, teaching,
Yes.
encouraging.
Yes.
How long you been doing this again?
I've been doing this for 12 years actually.
You don't look old enough.
Oh no, thank you.
All right. So over the years, you
Yes.
have guided and nurtured
Yes.
these fish farmers.
Yes.
To what extent have the same farmers that were with you at the start of your 12-year journey?
Yes.
Are they still in the business? Have you lost any along the way?
Well, officially with fish farmers, I have been doing it for the last 8 years. So 1 or 2 have not necessarily stopped because they don't want to, but maybe they have just put their operations on hold. And then they will come back again. So I've not had
You have not-
I've
you
not,
haven't
not
lost
had lost any per se. No.
Wonderful.
No.
Is that a testimony to Leanne or just things and times?
It's more testimony to things and times, really, I would say, because as extension officers, we generate a relationship. So it doesn't matter which stage they are in their production and whether they are in production or not, we still make sure we keep an eye on them, check up on them, make sure that they're okay and how they're doing. Because an extension officer's role is not only to guide in terms of fish farming and just tilapia production, we also have to form that bond and that relationship so that we can, talk to our farmers, let them know how comfortable we are with them, let them know that we are there for them. So it takes
So The ministry
lots.
is pushing this grow smart, eat smart notion for
Right.
all across agriculture, really.
Yes.
How you see that in line with your tilapia farmers?
All right.
So you would really want them to grow smart, wouldn't you?
Yes, I would want
what are
them to
some
grow
of the
smart.
things that what are some of the things that would make for smart growing as
All right.
regards tilapia?
As regards to tilapia, some of the things that encourages smart growing, believe it or not, can be as simple as record keeping. You want to be able to monitor and manage your resources and your assets that you're putting into your tilapia production operation. You want to make sure that whatever you have, you are maintaining that so it can carry you through the long haul. Two, you want to make sure that whatever you're doing, tilapia production, maybe many people might not see it, but it's actually sustainable production because we are allowing the marine fish to be able to take a break, to be able to recuperate and regenerate, and persons will have access to fish
Wow.
at the 6 months. So they're never really out of
Out.
fish. So here we provide another form of fish for the public to have access to, really. So that's what it is.
Deep. All right, so I never thought of that. You're giving the sea fish a chance to catch their breath.
Yes.
Basically.
Yes.
That's interesting. So for 8 years,
Yeah.
you've been working with tilapia and so on.
Right.
Tell me a story about a fish farmer that you saw at the start and what the journey has been with you and that farmer to now.
All right. So I can think of a few, but one in particular, and they have been quite persuasive and quite stringent, and also they are very let's just say they have stick-to-itiveness to this. They have been going from the start. I've seen them grown from 1 pond to about 4 or 5 ponds, and they're continuing operations today. Even though they have had some mishaps along the way,
Yes.
they have still not given up. They believe in tilapia production. I've seen them reap. I've actually been able to get fish from them because I not only go ahead and direct my farms, but I also like to, sample my farmers' fish. So I go ahead on the farms and I will buy the fish from them as well. And I've been able to enjoy his product, and it really has tasted good. And he has been over the moon about it, especially seeing that he has seen his production. He has seen his hard work come to fruition. And so that brings me joy to be able to see my farmers get the fish that they want, the size that they want, the financial benefits that they need.
Yes, because that's
and
important.
yes, that is important because you can get there is substantial financial benefit to come from tilapia production. And some persons might say, it's only tilapia for rich people. That's not true. Once you have land, once you have access to water, and you are able to contact us and let us help you on that journey. So that farmer has demonstrated that his resilience is paying off. So he's been it for almost 4 years.
All right, so you're hearing that, folks. If you're thinking you might want to go into this business, first of all, contact the National Fisheries Authority so that they can guide you. That is key to it.
That is key.
Just an off-chance question here. How many fish would, say, a pond be able to sustain?
So a pond will be able to sustain at least 15,000 fish. So that's a stocking density of an acre.
15,000 fish.
But remember, they start off small.
Of course.
And then, of course, through management practices and, of course, nature, you will lose some naturally.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, you'll be able to reap a substantial amount of fish, around about 3,000 to 4,000 pounds or so.
Can a farmer have in one pond different ages and stages of tilapia?
No, it's not advised for you to have different ages and stages.
Okay.
Because then you'll have different growth rates. Confusion, and of course, everybody won't come to fruition. We want uniformity when we're doing fish production.
Okay.
And so that is why it's always best to stock everything at the same time. You have everybody coming off at the same time. And this is a single pond. When we're talking about multiple ponds now, you, depending on how many you have, you can stack them so that you can have production 2 times for the year. If you have a 1 acre pond, you may have production 2 times for the year. So, and it depends. The more ponds you have, the more you are able. Because remember, it's 6 months. So if it's stuck in January, you'll be able by July or June, and then again in June, you'll be able by December. You'll be able to reap by December. So it's all about
smarty, man. My goodness.
It's all about uniformity in tilapia production.
You have to call us if you're going into the tilapia business. Thank you so much, Leanne, for talking to me.
You're very welcome.
You're never even nervous again.
No, I wasn't.
Thank you so much, Leanne.
You're welcome, Angela.
Keep doing what you're doing.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, so now I'm going to talk to some people who are actually visiting my booth. And we have another lady here. So, thanks, Leanne. Off you go.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Here. Come on. All right. So, she has been visiting Denbigh. Hello. Come and have a seat. Thank you. Thank you for visiting our booth and coming to talk with us. Tell us your name.
I'm Shanique.
Shanique.
Yes.
Shanique, thank you very much for visiting the
The
National
pleasure is
Fisheries
mine,
Authority
it's mine.
booth. Is this your first time at Denbigh?
No, I came a lot of years ago.
Okay.
When I was going to the Ebony Park Arts Academy.
And you haven't been back?
Haven't been back
First
since.
in a while.
First in a
All
while.
right,
yes.
that's wonderful. So you've come to the NFA booth, and like I said, we're here talking today about tilapia. But I want to talk to you about tilapia in the context of the minister's new strategic direction, which says grow smart, eat smart.
Right.
You think tilapia is geared to that?
I think so.
You think? Well,
I think
tell
so.
me why you think so.
Because first of all, I think fish is healthy. I'm actually looking towards eating more healthier stuff.
Okay.
And tilapia, I didn't really know the name, but I know I normally eat that type of fish. But now I know tilapia.
That's
so.
right. That is what you're
And that is one of my preferred fish. Because
Really?
the flavor, it really holds a flavor.
Okay.
And I think we can grow it here in Jamaica, where we can produce locally, we can eat locally. So we're building Jamaica.
Wonderful. And you'd be interested in doing that? That's a business you
I
want to
was
be in?
actually interested. I did a little bit of research, but when I think about it, I know I have to have the capital and I have to have the...
Not necessarily, no. The person that I was talking to before you came on is an extension officer at the National Fisheries Authority.
Okay.
That means it is her job to go out and visit farmers who are in the business.
Okay.
And what she told us is that you need land.
Yes.
So if grandfather leave you a piece of land, they will come and assess it to make sure that the soil is suitable. And then they will teach you, show you what to do to set it up. It's not as expensive as you think.
Okay.
Not as expensive as you think. I can tell you further that the development bank and agricultural banks and so on lend the money. So
Well,
you
now
might
I know
not
an
be able
avenue
to-
that I can take because
Yes.
when I did my research, my spirit was kind of dampened because what I was seeing.
Yes.
But now I know that I can
No,
get the
man.
help
Like how
locally.
you're here, you need to go and talk to Leanne. She
Yes.
know how this thing go,
That's
and she
true.
can tell you. So you have eaten tilapia, even though you never know what it means.
I have eaten tilapia, yes.
And now you're looking even more to go and invest and
I have been
grow
looking
tilapia.
into it for a few months
Yes.
because I'm at the stage in life now
Yes.
where I am thinking about how can I do more? How can I support
Yes.
Jamaica more?
While earning a living. That's absolutely
Right,
correct.
right.
The tilapia is a product. It's not indigenous to Jamaica. I gather it came in fact from Africa.
Yes.
But there are several different varieties. And if you look at our booth over there, you will see a slide that shows the
The
nutritional
types,
benefits.
which, and
Yes.
a lot of the types, the variety of tilapia, I didn't even know.
Didn't even know
I
about
didn't
that.
even know.
All right.
Yes.
So you are one of those who we can count on to
Yes.
encourage your friends to eat tilapia.
Yes.
Wonderful. That's wonderful. All right.
Because during my stay at the Ebony Park Arts Academy, I studied crop production. But when I used to go with them when they're reaping the fish, and I used to enjoy it. So it's something that I would consider doing.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Yes.
And again, the person that I was interviewing before you, the extension officer,
Yes.
she tells us it takes 6 months for the fish to mature. So if you're in a business, you know, and you've invested your money,
Yes.
you only have to wait 6 months to get a return. That's not bad, is it?
That's not bad.
That's not bad at all. That's
for-
better than Kalalu.
I know that when starting a business, a lot of businesses
Yes.
in the first year,
Yes, you lose money.
you don't get any profit. You only get back your working capital.
Well,
And with this, I see you
you
can
can-
get your
you can
working
earn.
capital as well as
So
more.
my encouragement to you would be find Miss Leanne, who was here before you,
That I'm going to
and
do.
question her very closely
Okay.
about what it takes to start. Seems to me it's a good business.
Yes.
Oh, I'm delighted to hear that, Shanique. Thank you so
I'm
much.
actually glad that I came here today because this is the
Wonderful.
information I was looking for and I wasn't getting.
There
So,
you go.
yes.
So now you know.
No, I
All
know.
right. Thank you so much for
You're
dropping
welcome.
by. I
Thank
enjoyed
you so much
talking
for
to you.
having me.
And good luck.
Thank you. I'm going
Next
to
year when you
find
come
Miss
back
Leanne,
again, you can tell me that I started the pond
hopefully.
and
yes.
it's going. I've reaped once or twice already. Good luck
All
to
right. Off to Miss Leanne.
All
Thank you
right.
so much for having me.
you. All right. So thank you. Again, we encourage you to come down onto Denbigh. Come down, come to the National Fisheries Authority cottage in the Ministry of Agriculture's village. And I'm telling you, this is a huge village. Everything that the Ministry of Agriculture does is here represented on this campus today. So make your mark. But when you come, you must come to the National Fisheries Authority's booth because we're going to have oyster punch. In fact, there's an oyster bar with all kind of things that you can do with the oyster. But we're going to have tilapia prepared for lunch. Tilapia wrap, smoked tilapia, tilapia, I can't even remember all of them. Come on down. Come and sample tilapia. Look at how tilapia grows. And you never know who you might meet or find. Soon come back.
Go and do your research. Who on the premises right now in Denbigh can tell me one botanical garden and one scenic avenue that is managed by the Public Gardens Division? Who can tell? We have a few botanical. Nice and okay. See a young lady coming now. Good morning. How are you doing?
Oak Garden and Emancipation Park.
Oak Garden and Emancipation Park. Oak Garden and Emancipation. No, Oak Garden is not a botanical. You come with your too long and I know you walk with bag and things. Your thing up. Alright? Good. One more question.
Our small actions can have big impact, like a ripple effect. Small-scale fishing and aquaculture can bring food to one family and provides healthy nutrition to millions more. It brings value to all. Small-scale fishers and fish farmers also know what it means to preserve the balance in our ecosystem. But our livelihoods are at risk. Now more than ever, we need to be resilient, include us in decisions that affect us, and we will adapt and innovate with the changing tide. We may be small in scale, but our way of life will keep on making a difference and spread like ripples in the water. Our small actions can have big impacts, like a ripple effect. Small-scale fishing and aquaculture can bring food to one family and provides healthy nutrition to millions more. It brings value to all. Small-scale fishers and fish farmers also know what it means to preserve the balance in our ecosystem. But our livelihoods are at risk. Now more than ever, we need to be resilient, include us in decisions that affect us, and we will adapt and innovate with the changing tide. We may be small in scale, but our way of life will keep on making a difference and spread like ripples in the water. Our small actions can have big impacts, like a ripple effect. Small-scale fishing and aquaculture can bring food to one. Our small actions can have big impact, like a ripple. And provides healthy nutrition to millions more. It brings value to all. Small-scale fishers and fish farmers also know what it means to preserve the balance in our ecosystem. But our livelihoods are at risk. Now more than ever, we need to be resilient. Include us in decisions that affect us. And we will adapt and innovate with the changing tide. We may be small in scale, but our way of life will keep on making a difference and spread like ripples in the water.
Okay, good. All right, so now, come over here, son. Come over here, son. Explain what is happening right here. Yeah, but let's look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Everybody look. And in your own words, not in my word, in your own description, just tell me what is happening at each level. You see it starting, there's an arrow, and then this one, there's an arrow. Good. Who wants to start? All right, you, sir, come here. Come here. Smart young man. Okay, good. Describe what is happening here.
All right. First of all, we have to identify the land and do some type of soil testing to see if it is the ideal soil, really. And then we have to
over here,
go and clear the land, prepare the land to hold the fish. And then when we establish that it is a good land, then we're going to do some excavation where they're going to use the pick or the fork, you know. Right, because listen, people are doing backyard farming now, and we want them to understand that it don't have to be big. We need to farm up our spaces. It don't have to be big places. So the picker that you just talked about is very ideal.
So you can just dig one hole around the back of the yard.
Exactly. Good. And then we go on to the same area, which is you're pressing it and you're ensuring that the soil is compact, that the water don't escape fast.
Okay, so these people are using some big machine to roll and everything. So like round a back now, round a back, right? What you use to compress it round a back?
Well, as Jamaica, you know, we always create things, and we can get a piece of lumber, we get a piece of stick, and we make like a trampoline business, and we trample it.
And you ram it down.
Right.
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 All right, good. So after you ram it down now, right, I'm see like them run some irrigation thing right there. Good. Right here, so tell us what's happening here.
All right, we have to ensure that there is proper drainage, right? Because sometimes you'd want to probably let out the entire water to get some fresh ones, so you have to ensure that you have proper drainage.
So why you need to let out the water?
Listen, remember that you're going to rotate the fish, and tilapia fish, as you have just talked about, is a fish that take a quick time to come in, so you gotta empty out the pan and start a new production. We are going on a cycle, so we have to get the thing going on, you understand?
Okay, because you need drainage. So after that, you know, over here, so what's happening here now?
Well, the pan is actually ready to be filled, and
then what go on here, son?
We started to pump in the water. And listen, if you're gonna do it on your backyard, because we still gotta do the two aspects. You get your water, you live near to a river, you pull up the pan.
Okay, good. So I just go down a record, we're gonna teach some water out that river and carry. What's happening here?
All right, as you can see, we have just mentioned the red fish. Jamaica red is the most familiar one, so we're going to go where the fish sell, you know, the place that sell the fish. So we're going to go down there and buy whatever quantity the pan can hold, and then we're going to put them in. Let water flow. As the young lady just talked from Ebony, you ensure that the oxygen level and whatever is okay, and then the fish are good to grow. And then you feed them, and then you're waiting on the time. You start to, what's the team for them there again? What's smart?
Grow smart.
Grow smart. Eat smart.
That's
And
right.
That's it.
That means that you're going to take out your smartphone and eat while you have your phone in your hand. But trust me, ladies and gentlemen, this is the way of the world right now. Because everybody needs somewhere to live. So a lot of farmlands, you have to put house, people can't sleep out the door. So around the back or any little space, you have to find creative ways to farm your own things. And you gave a very good idea that I never thought of. That I can actually dig a hole. Go in the back of my yard and have a fish pond.
Of course. Listen, agriculture is taking a different turn now. And not just fish, because we're talking about agriculture, you have to be expressly. You're talking about goat now. People are going into small ruminant. You don't have, it is the past when people used to let a goat out to go and people just steep them in a man. You have a thing called zero grazing where people are putting some slatted for you. Listen, everything in agriculture is a turn and you can do it differently. We are in a modern world.
Why people just think bossy? All along I think it was just dirt and machete and fork and chair, you know what I mean, and old boot and brother.
No.
And something. But some bossy something. I didn't even think that I could have even raised fish on my back of my head. I think I just planned to pack show, to cash crop, so to fast, to color look.
You can do more. You can do more.
Right, trust me.
You can do more.
You can cut jump on and use half a jump on.
Yes.
No, see, your next man I tell me next to go thing here now. This man don't have no ground because all of his place are stone. That's why he says stone. That's one of his yard are stone. So he said jump on.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So do you need to treat the jump on anyway?
Certainly, you need to treat the jump and get whatever the relevant authority. You go to them, get the information that you can treat the jump on because the jump on rust. And you can tar it and get whatever you need to do and put your fish in and you're good to go.
Okay.
Well, you know, so I can't agree with him, man. I can't agree, you know. I'm sorry, Papa, I tell you the truth.
All right, so you want no ladies and gentlemen. Competition at Guardia now.
Yes, sir.
We said jump on. Minister said no jump on. Let us hear why they say no jump on. Talk us about the no jump on.
So think about it. You're going to raise tilapia for 6 months. You know what jump on? How much you going to put in there? Tell me now.
Whatever amount you hold in
No, man, it can't hold much, man. A jump on, if you look like a regular, like a garbage pan where they put out a road there, so that pumps can hold 2 fish. 2 or 3. And you're going to raise 2 fish or 3 fish to what? For 6 months, sir?
Hold on. In context, are you a single man? You have girlfriend?
No, I have a wife and two kids.
Yes,
Okay, good. So 1 fish each.
1 fish.
That's all. Trust me. No. All right. Hear what? I can agree with what you're trying to say, that in terms of a yield and to maximize, you know what I mean, having all of the inputs, you know, the feeding and the price of feeding and to get more out of the feeding. That is good if you have as much space. But him, no, oh God. This man can only buy a pound of fertilizer and a pound of feeding. You understand? No, grow feed pet and him turn on eat it. Not a thing no wrong with that part. If it's jump on you have, because good, that's it. You can't dig out people place. Okay, good. So to each his own. But the idea is, ladies and gentlemen, is that you have to be creative. That's what he's saying. Be creative in what you do, because you can definitely grow smart by finding little areas to do stuff at your house. You know what I'm saying? And you can eat smart. So that what? We're not going to take for hungry and we don't have to import too much things. Use up the US dollar. We just eat what we grow and grow what we eat. And if you can't go raise 2 fish back, raise 2 fish. You just want to pet it, when the grandkids them play with it and everything. And when they get big, tell the grandkids to give up Christmas. They're going to eat this. Alright, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Right, I think so. The JIS is going back live again, so until we'll take over set. But there's a hello, good morning. How are you doing? All right, good. All right. I'm going to help you to get the answer. Is that
All right, so we're back again with you, coming to you from the National Fisheries Authority's cottage in the village of the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries. I have a very special guest at this time. He's Mr. Dehan Brown, and Mr. Dehan Brown is what you'd call a bigwig at the Fisheries Authority. Dehan, tell us what you do.
Well, the official title is that I'm a senior director in charge of research.
Wow, all right.
However, I'm also in charge of production in terms of all the tilapia activities at the aquaculture branch.
Okay, and tell us a little bit about what that entails.
Okay, for example, tilapia production now, I oversee the hatchery, and that is basically the heart of production at the NFA, because we provide good quality fry and fingerling for sale to farmers, right? Because without that, the farmers will be on basically losing.
Okay.
So good quality feedstock first.
Can they start without your
There are private hatcheries out there.
Okay, but this is...
However, our quality is excellent.
Okay, all right. And he smiles. Excellent quality.
Right.
And tell me, I would imagine you have a cost competitive edge compared to the other producers of fry.
Yes, we have a slight competitive edge, but not much, because what we want to do, is to also encourage small farmers, the private producers, to enter and to provide seed stock for farmers. We don't want to be the ones crowding out the industry. We want to be the ones enabling the industry.
Okay, all right. So you are at the start of the process then. You
Right.
make sure there's what to go into the field
Right.
to grow. So tell us, Dehan, you've been in this business for how long?
It's a shame to say it, but perhaps 20 years, 25 years.
And he don't look older than 20. Anyhow, so you've been in the business a long time. Always associated with tilapia?
Tilapia and oysters.
And oysters.
Yes.
Coming back to the tilapia, since that's kind of why we're here today. Tilapia kind of had a rising and falling. What were some of the things that contributed to the fall?
Well, the fall really happened in the 2008, which was during the recession years, the Great Recession years.
Okay.
And as a result of that, we lost one of our largest markets overseas. And one of our largest producers, Jamaica Broilers, went out of production, who was a contract farmer.
Okay.
And as a result of that, that pulled out the industry. But over the years, what we have seen is a steady rebound in the industry.
All right. So really what I was trying to learn is that the drop had nothing to do with people's changing in attitudes towards it, do you think?
No. It wasn't a change in attitude. But what happened was that since they were one of the largest producers, or the largest producer, when they came out, there was a vacuum.
Okay.
Right, and it took some time for that vacuum to be filled by smaller producers and larger producers coming in.
All right. So now, instead of having big people, am I correct in thinking that they're more of smaller?
It's a mix, right? Because we have some large-scale farmers who contribute significantly to the national production. But what we're seeing is that we're seeing a lot of small and medium-sized farmers who are doing very well.
Okay,
right, in the industry.
You got to hear that. So, Dehan, tilapia is a fish. So it's the fish that we have. So I guess we are always likely to talk good about it.
Right.
But what is good about tilapia?
All right, so I want to look at it from the biological point of view first.
Yes.
Because tilapia is good because it's hardy, easy to culture, right? There's good feed available for it, and good water quality. It can tolerate very poor water quality. It can tolerate very good water quality. It can be grown in full strength seawater, right? So it can be grown in fresh water and also full strength seawater. So tilapia is versatile.
Okay.
And on top of that, it has a good feed conversion. That is the amount of feed that it converts to flesh. It's very competitive in terms of fish or cow. It's very good. So for value for your buck, you will get more from fish than cow, etc.
Okay.
Right? And the other part that I want to talk about is that the nutritional value of it. There's high protein content
And you know, Jamaica is a nation that has one of the highest per capita consumption of fish in Latin America and the Caribbean. So we are really a fish-loving nation, right? So there's good protein content, and we're talking about omega-3 fatty acids, etc. Okay. So overall, the nutrient profile is very good for tilapia. So it's an ideal fish with its good growth characteristics and its nutrition profile. It's an excellent fish for us here to grow in Jamaica.
Once there was a saying that tilapia fish tastes muddy. Is that what would have caused that, and is that still an issue?
Okay, so as it relates to the muddy taste, it's basically a matter of what we call off-flavoring. Off-flavoring is because the fish have consumed some poor bacteria in the water, all right? Or poor organism, let me put that like a poor organism in the water. However, in recent times, our extension staff have worked very well in wiping out that problem. So we don't have that problem so much because
the bacteria.
Right, right. So we're talking about good water quality. We're talking about good feeding practices and good water exchange. So our staff have worked tirelessly to eliminate that problem. So in recent times, there's not much issues with that anymore.
Off camera, I told you to think about what were some of the downsides in the business. Are there challenges that still remain that you know would give you a stress?
Yeah. I mean, by far, with any farming practice, there's also predatory larceny.
Oh, Lord.
Right, that is something that is all around us, and we have to put the necessary strategies in place to sort that out. Right. The other thing that we have to think about is overall the farmers themselves with poor management practices, because they might think that it's a profitable business and I'm going in there, but with poor management practices they have defeated the entire purpose of this farm, right? So with predatory larceny and poor management practices, so those are two of the weaknesses that really jump out.
Okay,
so
if, like anything else, you have to manage it well,
right?
And you have to watch it,
exactly,
which is the same as happens anywhere in any business,
right?
All right, so if we can get around that now, what are some of the encouraging things that you see happening that would bring in more people to farm tilapia?
There's presently a high demand for tilapia.
There's high demand.
And we have seen this demand during the COVID years, the pandemic.
Really?
Yes. The demand for tilapia had skyrocketed during that period, and it has remained high. So there is an active market out there for tilapia right now. The producers that are in it now, they can't produce enough to satisfy the market.
Wow.
Right, so
what a happy position to be in.
Right, so the demand is good right there. And on top of that, we have a good institutional framework, which is the National Fisheries Authority, which is provide good extension services and good technical advice to the farmers. We call it focused extension, whereby which we allow the farmers to be mentored from beginning to end.
So that kind of really fits in with the minister's grow smart, eat smart.
Yes.
Because you're now really
right.
pushing growing smart.
Right. So that is key in terms of growing smart, good technical advice, good technical processes and good management practices would ensure that you grow smart and then eating smart with the demand out there.
With the demand out there. That is tremendous. So you're in it for another 20 years?
I won't say about that.
All right, Rehan. Thank you so much for talking to us today. All the best. Okay, so that was one of our head hunchers at the National Fisheries Authority. He's involved with the strategic planning and the technical areas of growing tilapia, and he plays a significant role, let me tell you. He talks shy, but he's a big cheese. All right, so Denbigh continues, and as I said earlier, we have on our menu all kind of variety. I should ask you about the varieties of tilapia that's being prepared. What they have?
Smoked tilapia, and it's smoked with our secret herbs and spices, and it's fried, roasted, and we have fish tea. We also have our fish burgers, fish wraps. Also, we have our bassa fillets, which is our bassa wraps, and bassa burgers also. So it's a
look
complete
here.
thing.
Come on down to Denbigh. Come to the National Fisheries Authority booth. Come and test out the tilapia. If you haven't had it, you're missing out. And if you've had it, come and try some other ways of preparing it and tasting it. All right, I'm going to go and taste it now for myself. So I'll see you in a bit. All right. Okay, so I didn't go and taste the tilapia because it was so important for me to speak to this lady and let you all hear her. So tell us your name again.
My name is Tracy Ann Brown.
Tracy Ann Brown. And what do you do, Tracy Ann?
I am currently a student at the Ebony Park Academy.
Student at Ebony Park?
Yes.
All right. So what are you studying?
I am currently studying agricultural extension services.
Ooh. And is tilapia and pond fishing and all of that part of your course?
I did that in level 2 for general agriculture.
What level are you at now?
I'm currently at level 3.
Level 3?
Yes.
So tell me, you are interested in fish farming? Would that be an area that you would want to look at?
I would. It's quite a very interesting area to invest in as they're easier to take care of.
Okay. So tell me what are some of the things that you're studying, eh? So what would be like your favorite areas? What are the things that you particularly enjoy?
Well, I enjoy aquaculture, which is fish. I enjoy apiculture, which is bee. I enjoy goatry, piggery. As a matter of fact, everything.
Everything?
Overall.
Oh
Yes.
my, you're all rounder.
Yes, we are.
So do you think that you could be interested in working in the fisheries sector? Do you see a future there?
Yes, I see a future there. I would be very interested to know more stuff about fish that I'm not yet aware of.
Okay then. But does the Ebony Park have internship programs where they send you out to different...
Currently, we do have work study, which we normally do for
okay.
2 weeks, which is 80 hours. And then after we finish our course, we can then branch off from there.
Okay, we'll find out. We do take on interns at the NFA. Maybe there can be a place there.
Well, I currently did my 2 weeks already.
You did your 2 weeks already.
Yes.
So it can't book. You do another 2 weeks.
I am almost at the end of my course. My course will finish in September.
Ah, okay. Yes. So you don't like break for summer?
No. Currently we're on a break right now for 2 weeks.
Ah, and then you go back and finish in September.
Yes.
Well, that's wonderful. Well, look, I wish you all the best in your studies. You sound like a lady who knows the thing. I heard you rattling off about the tilapia over there, boy. So maybe we could see you in the fisheries business one day.
I hope so too.
All right. Thank you, Shanique. All the best.
All right.
All right. So I'm going to test my tilapia now, and I will tell you how it tastes when I come back. All right. Thank you.
it's a easy one. Hello, good morning. How you doing? All right, good. All right. I'm going to help you to get the answer. Is that all right? Good. Are you from Jamaica?
Yes, I am.
Which parish of Jamaica?
St. Elizabeth.
Say, oh, you're the far. You're the far. Okay, good. Now, tell me two parishes that are on the east side of Jamaica. It is a key component for moving the country towards a more sustainable food system. It is aimed at producing more with the same or less resources using innovation and technology. Don't Smart Eat Smart Bins are the ministry's existing structures, initiatives and policies under the Grow What You Eat What You Grow campaign. Question. Easy. Name one botanical garden and one scenic avenue that is managed by the Public Gardens Division. That is.
Hi, it's me again. I never get to have my tilapia tasting, but they're saving it for me, so I will have it. Welcome back to the National Fisheries Authority's cottage in the Ministry of Agriculture's village here at the Denbigh Show. So I have a very special guest again right now, and I'll let her tell you her name. What's your name?
I'm Carone Fairclough.
Carone Fairclough. What do you do at the Fisheries Authority?
I'm currently one of the regional extension officer.
Regional, so you're another big cheese. Tell us about your job. What do you do?
So my job entails going out, assisting farmers, giving them advice of how to grow the fish, the type of feed that they should use, and how to monitor the feed rate of their fish, and to ensure that the pond is not overfed or stuff like that. Okay. So we assist farmers on a day-to-day basis.
And you said regional, so what area do you cover?
So I cover St. Thomas and also St. Catherine, but I'm the officer that liaison with the, let us say, 112 registered tilapia farmer in terms of providing the aquaculture branch with data. So from time to time we may need to know the production and what they produce, how many fish they harvest.
112
yeah,
farmers?
We have 112 registered farmers, but there are other farmers out there that are not registered. But the ones that are registered under the National Fisheries Authority is 112. Last year we had 104, and now we have 112.
Who knew? I thought it was like 50 or something.
No.
112. That's interesting.
If we're talking about the ornamental farmers, like the registered ornamental farmer, we say like we have about 60 registered. Remember to use the word registered. So we have more ornamental farmers out there, but currently we have 60 that are registered.
So what does registration entail? Just so that you have a record of it?
Right, they have an ID number, they come in, they let the Fisheries Authority know that they are there, they are active farmers. So we provide them with an ID and they have an ID number. So that ID, they can use it to go to like fisherman carp to get the fishing things, the net or stuff like that.
Okay, my goodness, I had no idea all that was going on.
Yes, so it's going on at the aquaculture
So Caron, tell me, when you go out there and you know talk to them, so you physically go.
Yeah, physically go out there.
How else you going to visit?
Right,
Yeah.
so we visit the farmers out there. We normally, as extension officer, we try to visit the farmers like on a fortnightly basis. If not, we communicate with them by WhatsApp, telephone. Some farmer will just email you, ask you a question, you respond to them.
So the Grow Smart, Eat Smart campaign that is ongoing right now seem to fit in with that, because I hear technology in there,
right?
So in terms of communicating.
Right, so we use the WhatsApp, the email and stuff like that.
Wow.
Yeah,
so
we
this
don't
notion that the farmer is out there and he's unsophisticated and so on, forget that.
So if there's an issue, or if farmer have an issue with the pond or anything like that, they'll just WhatsApp the picture, take a picture of the pond and they'll send you the picture. They'll take a picture of the fish and send it to you and ask you, what do you think about this fish? Do you think this fish is growing well?
Look here, so Grow Smart, Eat Smart, it's a cute slogan, but really it fundamentally, it is saying that we need to grow whatever it is that we're doing in a way that is more productive. Doing what you do, but doing it better, doing it so that you can reap more from it, and so that it will make best use of the resources that we have. And here it is, Caron is telling us that her farmers use the technology to communicate, use the technology to get updated on problems and to solve the problems. I think that's amazing.
And also reaping the fish at the time period that they want, because you know that most farmers would like to reap 2 crops for the year. So, it may take like 6 months. Some farmers reap the fish in like 5 months. So they're feeding right, they're using technology, they're using the information that we provide to them.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
To have better
This
yield
is
and
impressive.
production.
How long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this for 13 years now.
13?
13 years.
I don't understand how fisheries have these young people doing these things. They look like about 15. Oh my word. All right.
years.
So overall that period, Caron, is there any situation you can think of where you started one little guy and he started with his one little pond and he expanded and now you were with him on this journey? Can you think of a story like that you can share with us?
Yeah, I can think of a farmer now. This is one of my prize farmers. His name is, can I give you his name?
Just give me the first name.
Okay, his name is James. When I started at the aquaculture branch, I could say that we learned from each other.
Okay.
So James started with 2 ponds, and up to this day now, James, he has 11 ponds.
11
ponds, and he's reaping. I don't want to give out his information, but he's reaping good from the pond. Very good.
And you have been with him on this journey. Isn't that amazing?
And he enjoys taking care of his pond. He's a farmer that actually do the feeding himself, feed his pond, and he enjoys the reaping and the benefit that comes with it.
Of course.
And I believe that most farmers, that who actually engage themselves in the fish farming, they have better yield.
Okay. As opposed to just pay somebody.
Yeah, so they get really involved. And as I think of that, there's another farmer that comes to my mind that actually goes into his pond, prepare his pond. I remember one day I brought a group of students to the farm, and they were asking, where's the farmer, where's the farmer? I said, there's a farmer in the pond. He's the owner for the property. And they're saying that they couldn't believe that that's the farm, that's the owner for the pond, the property. He's in the pond.
He is involved.
Right.
Wonderful. Caron, thank you so much for talking to me.
You're welcome.
I tell you, go on front, so you're in this another 13 years. Right.
Hopefully.
All right,
I pray that the Lord is guide me through that.
Of course. Thank you very much. All right, so we're wrapping up our broadcast. It looked like a long haul when we started, but incredibly, the time has just gone. And there's still one more person that I want to talk to. He is vibesing up the people out there. And I hope my producer can find him for me and bring him come, because he is the man who is doing a job on the outside. We had him earlier in the cottage, and he was encouraging people to look at the displays and to talk to them about it. I believe he's even offered prizes. Here he is, Mr. Mr. Carr, is it? Right, Ross, not Card. So, give up your seat, Caron. Let me have Mr. Ross. All right. Mr. Ross.
Hi, how are you doing?
I was going to call you the Vibes Master, but I think somebody else had that name.
Yes,
don't it?
yes.
But I don't care. It worked for me right here now.
Oh,
so
no problem, no problem.
Good to see you.
Yes.
Is this your first time at Denbigh?
No, man. I've been at Denbigh for the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries for the past 6 years.
What?
Minus the two
Minus
COVID
the
non
two
years. Right. So they make
You
sure
always
Dwight, you have to
manage.
come
You have
this
to
year. You
come
know
back.
what to do.
All right.
Yes.
So how's it been going, Dwight? You've been out there. You've been in our village. What are you seeing? What are people saying?
One, I'm very surprised that so many persons turned out on the first day.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And persons are very enthused. It's like it's a long time they want to come out. You know, and persons seem to be quite interested in what's happening. They don't just want to walk through. You know, they want to stop, they want to inquire, they want to this, and they want to interact because, of course, they have a lot of prizes and so on.
Okay,
You know
so
what I'm
it's
saying?
you
So-
caused that, yeah. All right, but
Yeah.
they're here, and you're right. There is a lot. My sense is that there is a lot of real information
Yes.
going. Certainly in the Ministry of Agriculture.
Yes, in this
area.
area is chock full with
Yes.
all type of agriculture related information.
You would have heard of Minister's Grow Smart, Eat Smart campaign.
Yes.
How do you see it playing out in what is being displayed here? In the
All
village?
right, well, as far as the interaction is concerned and persons' awareness and persons catching on to the idea of smart, you know, growing smart and eating smart, and the concept behind it pretty much, you know, that they can use the little spaces that you have and create, you know, your own sustenance. You know what I mean? Persons seem to have warmed to that idea for a while. It seems as if a lot of persons are actually doing that, just that there was no tagline
We
attached
didn't
to
have
it.
a name to it. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, to be talking to persons about it and the fact that it's a ministry's thrust right now, you know, with all that's happening, you know, people have to be more creative, you know, as to how them work with up a yard. You know
So
what I'm saying?
you've come into our Fisheries Authority booth. Have you been in a Fisheries Authority booth before?
Yes, but this year is very enhanced. You know,
I'm happy to hear that.
very enhanced. Because I learned a lot about tilapia.
Tilapia?
You know, I've been eating tilapia, not knowing that it's actually tilapia. I just eat fish.
Fish.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
And
So now you know it have a name.
yeah, so like Easter time, I think my mother would go to the fish vendor section across from Police Academy at Twickenham Park, and we just buy weight of fish and all them kind of stuff.
Okay.
But I have learned like so much the history of the fish, the commerce behind the fish.
That's right.
Why this fish is the best fish to actually have as your fish of
And you
choice.
see how much different varieties there
Yes,
are.
yes.
You did only know the red one, don't you?
I didn't even know that it have a name. I just call it fish.
Just fish.
Yes.
All right. Well, that's good. So we are here talking about tilapia
Yes.
throughout this broadcast. We think that it synchronizes in a real way with the Grow Smart, Eat Smart campaign.
Definitely.
Because we are using smart technologies to help the farmers to grow it.
Yes.
And hopefully it will result in greater production and greater consumption.
Exactly.
That's what this is all about. So, are you here for the whole 3 days or just today?
Yes, today, tomorrow, and Monday, every single day.
Seasoned warrior, my
Every
friend.
single
Look
day.
at him.
Yeah, but let me tell you, and I must say this to all Jamaicans.
Yes.
I now live in Canada.
Okay.
And what I've been hearing, you know, patrons, persons who are passing through, saying as to how they do things in their backyard, these are things that we wish we could do, but we simply cannot. You know what I'm saying? And we in Jamaica here have all this space around the back of the yard, even a section that they may have some garbage piled up. That is space that you can use to raise some tilapia or do all sorts of different stuff.
That's true.
So this grow smart, eat smart concept, you know, I think it is quite good, and it's a good follow up, I believe, from from the grow what you eat,
right.
eat what you
absolutely,
grow. Kind of thing.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
It just follows on.
Yes,
it
definitely.
follows on.
Definitely.
So eat what you grow what you eat.
But
grow
now do it smart.
Aye. All right. All right. Thank you so much for coming to stop by.
No problem.
I
It's a
hope
pleasure.
I hope the rest of the days will be as exciting.
It is going to be more and more.
I think I found the name. Mr. Excitement.
All right.
Mr. Excitement.
That have a buzz.
So that is the buzz.
It definitely
and you have prize and things that you give away?
Yes, man. Picker, backhoe. No, not backhoe. Fork, rake, and small plants. Everything.
Come on down. This is Mr. Excitement.
Yes.
And he's going to come back into our booth, right?
Right.
And he's going to make sure people know what it say. Let me ask you something. You didn't know that there's a thing named oyster punch?
I heard about it. I've never seen it nor tasted it.
So, my youth, if you go around to there's a place out there,
yes.
Another cottage.
Yes.
It says Oyster Hut.
Yes.
Oyster punch is on the menu.
Tell them that you send me.
There you go.
That's right.
I think that will make any difference in the price. you could try. No,
right.
Because oysters is another of the things that we're pushing.
Yes.
Because the notion is the fish in the sea, if we're not careful, soon finish, you know. Because if you don't allow it to regenerate and reproduce, it will die.
Definitely.
So whilst you're allowing it to replenish and grow and all those things, tilapia, inland pond is what we're putting in to fill the breach. But there's some other things. Oysters.
Yes.
Shrimp.
Oysters and shrimp is a big thing for especially Jamaican men. You know,
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So there are a number of other industries that the Fisheries Authority is promoting that will help us to bridge the gap while the sea fish, let's call it, builds up again. Where that population builds up. So, and all of that is on show here.
Very good awareness, though. Very good.
The Fisheries Authority.
Very, very good awareness.
So you're going to check out the oyster punch?
Yes, I'm going to check it out right now.
Yes.
And I will tell you how I feel afterwards.
All right, just tell me.
Yes. Yes.
All right, just tell me.
All right.
All right, thank you so much for being with us.
Yes,
I
no
enjoyed
problem.
talking to you.
Thank you for inviting
and I
me
enjoy
to your
hearing
tent.
you whip up the crowd out there.
Yeah, it was definitely fun.
It's good. All right. Take
I'll
it
be
easy.
back.
All right, my friend.
All
You
right.
take care.
Take care.
Bye-bye. All right, so we've been with you since 11 o'clock. And as I said, it looked like it was a really long time. But here we are. It's 1 o'clock. It was a pleasure to be here. I hope we have titillated your appetite. If you didn't plan to come to Denbigh, I hope you're going to make the journey down here. I hope when you do come, you're going to come into the National Fisheries Authority booth because we have tilapia things in there for you to sample, for you to taste. And in addition to the tilapia, we have oyster things for you to taste, including oyster punch. So, on behalf of our crew, our team from the National Fisheries Authority, let me thank you for watching. I hope that you'll come back, and we will see you again next time. Walk good. Take care.
Our small actions can have big impact, like a ripple effect. Small-scale fishing and aquaculture can bring food to one family and provides healthy nutrition to millions more. It brings value to all. Small-scale fishers and fish farmers also know what it means to preserve the balance in our ecosystem. But our livelihoods are at risk. Now more than ever, we need to be resilient. Include us in decisions that affect us. And we will adapt and innovate with the changing tide. We may be small in scale, but our way of life will keep on making a difference and spread like ripples in the water.